Once upon a time, a man asked why truth matters so much when lies seem easier and faster. The answer is that truth is the foundation of every relationship, every nation, every destiny. Without it, words become empty, promises lose value, and bonds collapse. Truth is the invisible currency that keeps trust alive. When truth is absent, everything else rots from within. Benjamin Franklin once said that honesty is the best policy, and he lived by that principle every day. He knew that reputation built on lies is a fragile house of cards, waiting to collapse at the first storm. For Franklin, truth was not just about personal gain, but about building institutions that could last. His printing press carried ideas of freedom rooted in truth. He saw it as a duty to spread it widely. Abraham Lincoln was called Honest Abe, a title he earned not through speeches, but through actions. He returned a few cents of overpaid change, walked miles to correct small mistakes, and never betrayed his word. People trusted him because he embodied integrity in every decision. That trust gave him strength to lead in the darkest hour of the Union. Truth became his armor in war and politics. Truth has always been costly and often dangerous, yet it is the only path to real power. Lies may offer shortcuts, but every shortcut erodes the ground beneath your feet. A man can gain the world with deceit, but he will always fear exposure. Truth, on the other hand, gives stability that no storm can shake. Even enemies respect those who stand firm in truth. When leaders abandon truth, nations begin to decay silently, like a tree eaten by termites. The structure still stands, but inside it is hollow and weak. History shows that corruption begins with small lies that grow into unbreakable chains. Empires collapse not because of outside enemies, but because truth within was replaced by deception. The fall always starts from the inside. In personal life, truth is the compass that keeps you aligned with your values and dreams. Without it, you drift in endless circles, never finding peace. Lies to others eventually trap you in lies to yourself. A man who hides from truth cannot grow because he cannot face reality. Facing truth, however painful, is the beginning of transformation. Truth is not just about words, it is about courage. To speak it when silence would be safer. To live it when hypocrisy would bring comfort. To stand by it when others abandon it. Truth demands sacrifice, but it rewards with clarity and freedom. No lie, however sweet, can match the power of a life rooted in truth. In today's world, truth seems rare, distorted by media, politics, and self-interest. Many choose comfort over honesty, convenience over integrity. But those who still stand for truth shine brighter than ever. Like stars in the darkest night, their light guides others. The rarer truth becomes, the more powerful its presence is. Franklin and Lincoln remind us that truth builds nations, families, and character. Without it, no government, no business, no relationship can stand. Truth gives leaders moral authority, citizens trust, and communities strength. It is the invisible thread that weaves freedom together. To tear it is to unravel the very fabric of life. Truth is not always pleasant, and it often wounds before it heals. But just as a surgeon's cut saves a life, truth's sharp edge saves the soul. It exposes what is rotten so it can be removed. It reveals weakness so strength can grow. Truth hurts, but lies kill slowly. Facing pain today prevents destruction tomorrow. We all fear judgment, which is why lies are tempting. Yet judgment is lighter when we confess the truth than when we carry deceit. Truth lifts the weight off our shoulders, while lies add chains with every word. Freedom is not found in hiding, but in honesty. To be known fully and still stand is the essence of courage. Truth also inspires trust, and trust is the foundation of every human connection. When you speak truth, even enemies may respect you. When you betray it, even friends will abandon you. Trust once broken is nearly impossible to restore. One lie can erase years of loyalty, but one act of truth can redeem even the darkest past. To live by truth means to accept imperfection, mistakes, and growth. It is to admit wrong when you are wrong, and to stand firm when you are right. It is to choose reality over illusion, and long-term strength over short-term gain. Truth makes you unshakable because you have nothing to hide. That is the freedom Franklin and Lincoln lived for. Truth is not only about grand speeches. It is about daily choices that shape destiny. Whether in business, friendship, or family, truth is the soil where trust grows. Without that soil, no tree can bear fruit. Even the tallest oak falls if its roots are shallow. Lies may sparkle, but they never nourish. Franklin often reminded young apprentices that truth was their best advertisement. A man who keeps his word never needs posters or slogans. His reputation spreads itself. Success built on lies is a castle built on sand, washed away with the first tide. But success grounded in truth grows like stone, stronger with time. That lesson remains timeless. Lincoln knew that telling the truth often meant losing followers in the moment. Yet he chose it because he was not building for popularity, but for legacy. He understood that half-truths would unite no nation and heal no wound. Only raw, unpolished honesty could cut through division. That is why history remembers him as Honest Abe. Truth does not guarantee comfort, but it guarantees respect. Men may dislike what you say, but they cannot deny your courage. They may oppose you, but they cannot expose you. Lies make you a prisoner of fear, always guarding your secrets. Truth makes you untouchable, because nothing can be uncovered that you have not already faced. A world without truth is a world without direction, drifting like a ship without a compass. Nations that lose truth eventually lose freedom, because deceit breeds tyranny. When leaders lie, citizens lose faith and chaos follows. The decay is silent at first, but soon the collapse is loud. History repeats this lesson again and again. Truth also has the power to set boundaries in relationships. When you are honest, you teach others how to respect you. When you lie, you teach them how to doubt you. Relationships cannot thrive in suspicion. They either grow on trust or wither on deceit. Truth is the root of love, and without it, love dies. Franklin's legacy shows that truth multiplies, for one honest act inspires another. Lincoln's story shows that truth protects, for integrity shields against corruption. Together, they teach that truth is not weakness, but strength. It is not a burden, but a weapon. To wield it is to walk in freedom. To reject it is to live in chains. Truth is light, and lies are shadows. Shadows seem powerful, but they vanish when the light shines. No matter how deep the darkness, one spark of truth pierces it. Lies demand more lies to survive, but truth stands alone. Its strength comes not from numbers, but from clarity. That is why truth always outlasts deception. Many fear truth because they confuse it with shame, but shame only grows in hiding. Truth, when spoken, releases its power and turns weakness into wisdom. Every mistake confessed becomes a lesson. Every failure admitted becomes a foundation for growth. The man who dares to tell the truth is already on the path to greatness. Truth is also discipline, because it demands consistency in word and action. You cannot preach one thing and practice another. You cannot demand honesty if you yourself are false. A life of truth requires daily commitment, but it pays back with peace of mind. Nothing is heavier than deceit. Nothing is lighter than honesty. To live in truth is to stand tall in storms, knowing that integrity will not betray you. To speak truth is to set others free, because your courage gives them permission to be real. To choose truth is to build a foundation so strong that time itself will honor it. Franklin and Lincoln proved this through lives still studied today. Truth is not simply a virtue, it is survival. Without it, nations collapse, businesses fail, and souls rot. With it, the weak become strong, the broken are restored, and the lost find their way. Truth is the essence of freedom, because deception is slavery. To defend truth is to defend life itself. So the challenge remains, will you live by truth or by lies? The choice is made not once, but every single day. It shows in how you speak, how you act, how you treat others. Lies may promise comfort, but they always betray. Truth may demand sacrifice, but it always saves. Choose truth, and you choose strength eternal.